This weekend, we entered a new era with the inauguration of Donald Trump, the President of the United States, the head of the free world, the most powerful politician, and some say most powerful person in the world today. And I think from this week's Parasha in the book of Shemot, there is a critical lesson as to how the divine and Hashem interplays with the decisions of statesmen and great leaders. After all, in this week's Parasha, we already see it's the book of Shemot. Vayokom melech chadash, there is a new king of Egypt, a new Pharaoh, and that has a tremendous impact on the lives of the Egyptians and of the Jewish people. But what is fascinating, what I want to deal with today, is it seems that God is overly intervening in Egyptian affairs. He's hardening the heart of Pharaoh at every turn. And not only in this book we see that, but of course we're going to be coming soon to Purim in the Megillah. And how many times there does it seem that God is intervening in the decisions of Achashverosh, impacting on the entire world? The king of Achashverosh was the king of the entire world, 127 countries, and of course, the Jewish people. How does it work? What happens to the principle of free choice? And there's a wonderful verse, incredible verse in Mishlei Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1, where we see from this, says the Malbim, the great commentator, a critical principle of Hashgacha and how Hashem runs the world. God does intervene. Says the verse, Pal Geimayim, Lev Melachim B'yad Hashem. Or Lev Melech B'yad Hashem. Pal Geimayim, like water flows and water can be diverted, based on how you divert it. So too does God, so to speak, divert the decisions of kings. But how does it work? We know that God does not gives us absolute free choice. Yes, says the Malbim, in our private lives, where it only affects us and people around us. But a king has two lives. A statesman has two lives. Decisions that they make for themselves and their family that God does not intervene at all. Where they go on holiday, where they go for breakfast, which route to take to work, so to speak, there's free choice. But in decisions of a political nature, which by definition will impact the lives of millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and sometimes billions of people. In those decisions, Hashem, so to speak, is involved like he was with Achashverosh and Pharaoh, because that is the way that, so to speak, Hashem interacts with the world, in a natural way, so to speak, affecting the lives of billions of people. And at this, I want to say in conclusion, at this point with the election of Donald Trump, we hope and pray that this will only bring wonderful things for the world at large, the American people, and of course, the Jewish people and state of Israel. And I think even with the election of Donald Trump, we already see, so to speak, the hand of the divine. It was the most unlikely victory. Which pundit would have said in the day before the elections, after all the negative press, that indeed Donald Trump would be elected? I certainly didn't think so on the day before. And even losing the popular vote and somehow still coming to power, one already senses the hand of the divine. And we hope and pray that just in the election, there seems to have been somehow the hand of the divine in the most unexpected way. We hope and pray that the decisions that this individual makes, which affects the lives of billions of people more than anyone else, they should be directed by Hashem in a way which is good for all of the world, for the United States. And so desperately we need in this time for the Jewish people in general and the state of Israel specifically. Shabbat Shalom.